When you're driving down Comm Ave between Packards Corner and Kenmore Square, you ever notice these huge windows, big wide open spaces on the first floor, and you ever wonder, what were those big wide open spaces used for? Well, the answer is they were showrooms. At one point, this used to be called Boston's Automobile Row. That's because at its peak, this stretch of Commonwealth Avenue was home to more than 100 car dealerships and auto-related businesses, from Rambler, Ford, Packard, Pontiac, Buick, Cadillac, General Tire, Shell, Cottage Farm Motors, Locomobile, Hupmobile, Pierce Arrow, Nash, and all sorts of companies, many of which are no longer with us. Over time, property in the city became more scarce and more expensive, and the rents rose, so most of the dealerships moved out of the city. Only a few today remain. But on the street, you can still see the signs, literally. Near Buick Street, the College of Fine Arts was once the Noyes Buick dealership. At that time, the Buicks were visible in the showroom through these mammoth arched windows, which are now covered up by cement blocks and ivy. Here in the stone gallery, this was a showroom. The ceilings and the columns are all original. And if you look carefully, the gargoyles are actually mechanics and motorists with steering wheels and wrenches and tires. Well, here we are at Packards Corner. You ever wonder where Packards Corner got its name from? Alvin T. Fuller, who's considered the founding father of Boston's Automobile Row, he had his Packard dealership here. However, the name is actually a coincidence. Packards Corner actually got its name from Packard's Stables, which is a horse stable and riding school in the neighborhood. So Alvin T. Fuller, who was also the governor of Massachusetts in the 1920s, he opened another dealership at 808 Comm Ave, where he sold Cadillacs and Oldsmobiles. And that was the most opulent dealership on Comm Ave. Today it's the BU College of Fine Arts gallery, but all the marble floors and the detailed ceilings are all original. The coolest remnant of this building's past as a Cadillac dealership isn't apparent from the outside. This concrete ramp goes through the core of the building from the first to the fifth floor, and you can still drive up it all the way up to the fifth floor. The monorails in the ceiling were used to transport motors, and there's still an old Ford hanging out up in the fifth floor. Oh, there it is. So there's been a lot of changes on Comm Ave over the years, but the remnants of the old Automobile Row are still with us if you look closely enough. So think about that next time you see the Citgo sign, the artwork at the 808 Gallery, or next time you pass through Packards Corner.